up and sit down.
Oh dear, the bottom lip was priceless, mate. Oh dear. Are we live? Oh, we are.
Are we?
Yeah. Oh, well,
we
that
live?
was a bit. Yeah, that was a bit quicker than I thought it was going to be.
It's
You-
that
you're
new
right.
machine of yours, isn't it? It's just going so
Yeah.
fast. You can't keep up with it, you poor old so-and-so.
Oh, mate, I'm surprised you could see me with that big old hippie mop going on the bottom lip, mate. Quano man, he's just had his bottom lip out again because of his haircut. Traverted. Oh dear. Anyway, I digress. Evening, folks.
You're just jealous because you can't grow such a thatch.
Oh mate, I've got a big old gap in mine, mate. It's a nightmare. Oh yeah, that's a point. I suppose put me hat on because of the white.
Put your hat on, or I'll go get me sunglasses.
Really, we're going down that road, are we?
Yeah. Start as we meet to carry on. Hello,
yeah,
everyone.
I don't know. He he has a week off, and I'll tell you, he ain't stopped giving me GBH of the hero since he's been on. He's been moaning like half on it. Hey, Dave, I thought you was getting a haircut, mate.
Friday.
This Friday, is it, mate?
Friday coming.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll go put it full screen, mate, because say hello to everyone. Welcome back, mate. You had the week off last week, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is fine.
Yeah, our little cherub is back.
And I must admit, I haven't done anything since I've been back.
No,
really.
I just thought I'd put you full screen whilst we was yattering and that. Who we got in the chat? Let's have a little looky-loo. Pardon me. We got Quano Man there with the fork handles. Fork handles. Handles. For forks. Giving me the old 4 smileys as well there, mate. We was having a bit of a chitter-chatter earlier on because I think, like me, he was burning the midnight oil, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been up since, 3 a.m. again. Guess who couldn't sleep? Yeah. So he was saying hello. He's asked a question here, mate. He says, has Dave had the haircut? And more importantly, did it involve a broadsword? No, he ain't. And I did point out that you hadn't, and when I last saw you, the lip was out because you hadn't had a haircut. Quano Man's going, that could be a new storage area for that bus I built. Absolutely, mate. Sergeant Bones is in. Oi, oi. Hope you're all right, Sarge.
Hello, Sarge.
You know exactly what I mean there, mate. Hope you're doing all right, fella, and you know where I am if ever you need me. So, happy days, mate. Probably having a good old culinary cookout, knowing Sarge. Sprung and Glue saying hello to Sergeant Bones there. Some bloke called Festa, same name as me there, Dave. Saying hello to
pasta.
Yeah. Model Making Mayhem saying morning, folks. How are we all doing? Nim is in saying morning, everyone. Morning, Nim. Hope you're all right. Keeping well. Saying hello to Model Making Mayhem there. Model Making Haggis is in with an H. Hello, mate. How you doing? Skullfish is in. Hope you're doing all right.
With a skull?
Skullfish with a skull. Because it's a thing.
A thing?
It's a thing, isn't it? Well, Model Making Mayhem, it's me, Black Coffee this morning. Oh, was we down the old Rubber Dub Dub yesterday? Was we having a pint? I did put a warning out yesterday telling people to be prepared for the pictures of people in the pub holding a pint because we knew it was coming on Facebook and I was inundated, mate. Worst thing I could have done, really.
Oh, did you upset people?
A couple of my mates were one. It was an in joke, and I think Steve shared it in the end. But yeah, good friend of mine, Dave Coultney, posted it up on his page, and I nicked it as you do, and sort of brace yourselves, peeps. And it was Ned out of Ned Stark out of Game of Thrones, giving you old brace yourself. The pictures of people having a pint in the pub are coming. Of course, I saw the funny side and got the giggles and put it up, and my PM just started going ba-dink, 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 ba-dink. There's all these pints coming up with the old, yeah, all my mates winding me up, the rotten bleeders. So, yeah, they got me. Nib saying good morning to Quano. Mod Lobster's in. Morning, mate. Just watched your show. Hope you're doing all right, fella. Malcolm's in. Can't wait to see if Dave got an haircut. Good morning, all, and happy Sunday. Happy days, Malcolm. And if you look just above me, there's Model for Heroes, and I'll put your website in for you as well, buddy. So thanks for your support there, Malcolm. And if anyone wonders what that is, it's Models for Heroes. A great cause. Nip along to their website. We've all got stashes, and I think a lot of us have got them kits in there that we're like, we're never going to build that. Well, you know, have a word with Malcolm or the M4H people and send them on to them, and they send them off to people that will sit and build them. It's a great cause, a worthy cause, and props to you, mate, for doing something for those that have served, buddy.
Excuse me.
Model making mayhem there, saying hello to James. Sergeant Bones has got a haircut. In fact, he's got them all. I was going to say, I usually, which one, you know, or the hairdresser would say to me, I love your optimism, mate. And I go, well, just go around the old front garden then there. So, yeah. Spid's in. Hello, Spid. Hope you're doing all right, mate. What we got there? Model making mayhem saying, why doesn't Dave get a set of buzzers to sort out that snow top? I think he's got a set in the old clippers.
I have.
Could you imagine the state of the lockdown haircut that he would turn up with? It would be a no, mum, wouldn't it?
That's why I've not touched it.
No, mum, don't make me go out. Don't make me answer the door, mum.
No, it's bad as it is, but it would even be worse if I tried to clip it myself.
That's why I've got a bald head, because when my mum did a bowl cut, she shaved inside the bowl, not under it. Oh, bless her heart. Spid saying, hello, Sarge, sat sipping a new variety right now. What's that? Rwandan.
Yeah, Rwandan. Very pleasant it is. I'd take it we're talking about coffee.
Yeah, so, you know, you're talking to a couple of southerners here that walk around with a tea bag stuck in their mouth, you know. Yeah. Model Making Mayhem is in 3, 2, 1. Shane's in. Hello, Shane. Saying hello to Dave and everyone in the chat. Hoping we're okay. Hoping you and Glynis are doing all right, mate. And that she's keeping well. And that you're both staying safe, mate. Quano Man saying, oops, I mean Spiddy. Some bloke called Dave in there saying hello to Model Making folks. Osric's in. Greetings, mate. We've got Iron Man, excuse me, Iron Man 129 in saying good afternoon. He's going to be spraying the F-15's turkey feathers and weapons pylons during the stream. Hope everyone's all right. So the thing is, then, we're not allowed to distract you. Then is that what you're saying? Because you're going to be, concentrating. Is that what we're saying? That ain't going to work, mate. Because now we know we're going to mess with you.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen now, is it? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, model officer saying nice haircut, Dave, and I've had one. I had a bit of a trim the other week at the front facial foliage because her indoors was flicking 50 pence pieces at me because apparently I look like an oboe. So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not the instrument, oboe with H, you know, tramp. I know, I don't get out much.
Model officer is saying, oh, the glare. So I'll take it that was before you put your hat on.
Yeah, I forgot, mate. I forgot to put me out on. But look at that. Corbin Bennett, eh? I can hear the shutters clicking on people's webcams as we speak. Ian, is that Doothwaite or Douthwaite? I hope I've got it right. Hi from a first-time watcher. If I've pronounced your name wrong, mate, I do apologise. I am useless with names. So hopefully I haven't, but please feel free to correct me if I need it. Edward Leonard's in. Good morning. How you doing, mate? Cheers for the tip off, by the way, Edward, on the old vet film, by the way, mate. Malcolm saying, thanks, Festa. Your support is appreciated, eh, mate? Worthy calls and all of that. Like, how could we not support Models for Heroes?
We do our best.
We're going to sort out the Aces I build, Dave, aren't we, as well, round about the time of that thing. I think you're just waiting on it to be flown in, ain't you, mate?
I'm waiting for some numpty to actually press the buy button.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got mine, so it ain't me.
You can't get stuff, can you?
I may have bought a Concord another one, Dave. You know, well, you was there, weren't you? Duh.
Is that a Concord with or without a nose, or are you just going to cut it off like you did on the last one?
Yeah, I might do. I think the saw might. I think the saw might have to come out again. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it yet. I've got a couple of ideas ferreting around in the old canister there. So, yeah, I'm tempted to either do a Virgin Atlantic Concord or an Ed Force Concord, you know, the Iron Maiden one, you know, and do it as the Somewhere in Time tour. Somewhere in time that there could be an Iron Maiden Ed Force Concord or whatever. So, yeah. So I don't know which way to go with it yet. I'll get the plane and have a looky-loo at it, mate.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Paul's in. Paul Tomaso, D Tomaso even. Hello, mate. Hope you're all right. Thanks for joining us, mate. Have you made any purchases recently, Dave, that you need to tell us all about?
I've made a couple.
Got some on the old. You got some on the old sofa, ain't you?
I've made a couple.
Yeah, good man. I was hoping he had the joggers with the hole in the bum then. I'm rotten to you. I'm rotten to you. I was hoping you had the ones with the hole in the bum. Then I would have mocked you mercilessly.
I'll put the safe one on.
Yeah, good for you, mate. Good for you. But no, yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to throw those buggers out.
I will catch you out with them, mate. You know I will.
No, I think they're gonna have to go in the bin because they're falling apart as it is because of all the.
Model making mayhem saying, yeah, Colin's mentioned Ed Force one. I think Mike's had a wobble moment somewhere. Yeah, Mike Mountain out there, mate, probably fell over, mate, with Ed Force one. Yeah, you've been purchasing as well because I had my Motorhead Bomber turn up during the week, and I'll just drop the message out of the way. There you go. Yeah, we've both got our Airfix ankles, Dave, haven't we?
Yeah, and I also got one of them.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Actually, to be fair, I've had a look inside the box, and it's a nice little kit. The only thing that I've got that I don't,
pardon me,
that I don't like is well, not that keen on it, is the seats are a little bit naff. So I'm going to get some resin ones.
All right. Unless you find a 3D file and someone with a resin printer can print you one, mate. But
oh yeah, there is that. I keep forgetting you got that.
Yeah, you might have had a delivery this week as well from old Festa Pops as well to cheer you up, mate.
Yeah, I've got my
Altair, innit?
Yeah, from
Assassin's Creed.
Not doing very much, though. So I shall be painting this one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got someone very kindly sent me a anti-spillage device.
Yeah, because you might have had an accident, Dave. Might have.
I think I had a bit of a large accident. It went skidding across the mats, and not only did it take the green and white markings off, it literally took everything back to the.
Oh, mate, it is potent stuff, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, you would not want to accidentally drink some of that because I dread to think what it would do to your
Oh,
insides.
mate, now you know where my hair went, mate. I thought it was bottle shampoo. But no, so that'll keep you going, mate, won't it?
Yeah. Thank you very much for that.
No, that's all right, mate. Jacqueline's in saying hello. Hi all day. One of my week's holidays from work.
Cool.
Looking for a new man cave for Kev is the project of the week. Oh, good for you. I hope you're keeping well, Jacqueline. And it's all about the rabbit, my dear.
Where the rabbit?
Yeah, budget modelers saying that Revell Hornet is a nightmare build, and M4H volunteer Dave Oliver is building it, and it's fighting him all the way. Oh, is it? Oh,
What, the Tomcat?
Yeah, apparently it's a bit of a pup. Hey, mate,
Well,
but then, you know...
I'll find out when I start it.
Yeah, but then, mate, we built a 124 Fury. What can be worse?
Exactly,
mate?
you know. What can you do? You know.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I mean, I'm saying that, but I mean, I honestly thought that would be up there in the worst kits I've ever built. But still out in front for me is the shuttle and boosters by a long way, mate.
I wouldn't know. I've never built one.
Yeah, the 1/4 scale Revell Epic space shuttle with boosters set. Great kit.
Yeah.
Ice Queen's in saying hi to everyone. Hello there. Hope you're keeping all right. So yeah, it's been I don't know, been quite a busy little session because obviously you was away last week. So little shout out for Reese Pops as well. He jumped in last minute last week and kept me company whilst you weren't here. So big thanks for that, Reese. And yeah, thanks for joining us. And we will catch up at some point this week, mate, and have a get together. So yeah, trying to think really what I've been up to. I've been doing a bit on my
what you been doing? Because you've evidently done more than I have. Because
I've been doing a bit on the old ball tank. I'm filming that over the next couple of days. A few more bits and bobs where I'm brush painting. I've got the wet palette out and cobbling together a video for that. I've been face deep in electronics. What else did I do? I sent off Raging Bassist a nice couple of 3D prints that he had wanted of Jason, Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Did a bit of filming on Harley Quinn, which is going to stay in the box just in case James and that's trying to get a sneaky peek. And probably dig out the Mustang and finish off that little episode for that. Bubble car, that's in primer, that's been filmed, so quite a bit to cobble together this week with the video editing, and then it'll be loads of different videos coming out and doing a rework of all the bus series as well, the London bus videos, because it's funny, we was on about this the other week, Dave, wasn't it, I think on here, where we was going over some of our earlier video stuff. By Christ, that intro music gets right up my nose, so
Yeah,
I've re-edited all my bus videos to get rid of it, and I'm going to upload them all hopefully this week. So,
well, once the new toy arrives on tomorrow, hopefully, and I get everything set up on that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to start redoing my intro, because an intro that's a minute and 5 seconds long is about a minute too long.
Yeah, but we all did it when we started out, didn't we? When we started on this YouTube journey, you do an intro for your video and you want to try and get in everything that you've done so that people can see what you've done. And you end up with like an 8-minute long video and 5 minutes of that's the intro. And you're like, yeah, that's not working. And I can't remember what it was. I was going through my channel because I don't know if you've had the same, but there's a bug on YouTube at the moment. And some of your early videos might not be showing up unless they're in a playlist. I've got it on mine. When like my bus series starts at episode 9. But when you go into the playlist, it's perfectly in order. So there's a little glitch with some of the archiving of the video. So I spotted that and I thought, well, if there's a glitch, perhaps, I need to back up all my videos. And I sat and watched one, and I was watching the intro and I'm like, God, I hate that music. I really hate that music now. I really hate that music. So it's turned into a 15-episode re-edit now of the whole the whole lot. So that's getting done. Concord's getting redone. Ed Force ones.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to do a new intro for myself because 1:05 is just too long.
It's a tough one though, Dave, isn't it? Because you try to get across what you do. That's why in the end I did a welcome video to the channel and just add that as a tagged video at the top to try to
the intro that I'm using now. I'm using as that on the channel, so I think I'll leave that where it is. But
and then chop down your Looney Tunes at the beginning, like
and try and get it down to about 5 or 6 seconds, so that it's short, sweet, and convenient. And then
it's a strange one. I mean, we'll go through a spring clean, don't we?
Yeah.
We did it with our benches. We've done it with our videos, and we all do it. I think a lot of the other YouTubers do it as well. And you go through your archives, don't you? And you think, do I really need that video left up? And the amount of videos I've pulled over the time I've been on YouTube and just archived is surprising, but I might reshoot some of them or re-edit them and re-release them. I don't know, mate. But James is in, saying he can't wait to see the Mustang. I bet you can't, mate. That's why it's staying over there.
No, it's parked in the garage. You're not going to see it now, James.
No. Like I say, Harley Quinn is coming along. She's had her first base flesh put down. So, I'll do some more on her during the week, and I'll probably start releasing some of the video early stage, and I'll put that on Patreon for you, James, and put a link up so you can see it from there, mate. Oh, sorry, I just got to move me back. Oh, there you go. Model officers saying, the fault of an image of Dave's trouser issues. Yeah, think yourself lucky, mate. I had him sat here one night, flick his leg up on the bench to keep his feet nice and chilled. And I was sitting there thinking, either I am so glad he ain't got a pair of shorts on, because that kitten would have had plenty of fun. Moving on.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Absolutely, mate. But what are we thinking of buddy builds wise then, mate? We're going to be putting something out soon, isn't we?
That's going to be T2, isn't it?
It's going to be the T2 build, isn't it? But we're going to be starting imminently. So we'll let you get set up with your new toy that's arriving this week.
Yep.
And I don't know. What do we want to do there? Do we do that with a live show? Do we do it on the brunch? It's a strange one, isn't it? When you next off?
I've got 5 weeks until I'm off.
Are you at Mum's that week, Dave?
No, I'm staying at home.
Might be worth doing it then. Yeah, we'll do a midweek live stream or something, just to launch the build then. Yeah.
Yeah, I finish work on the 7th of August, and then the week after that, I'm off all that week.
Yeah.
And then I'm back, and then I think I've got the Friday and the Tuesday over the bank holiday, so we could always do something for a live show or some sort over that as well, if you wanted to.
Yeah, because Thunderbird too, isn't it? I mean, what possibly could go wrong? Be different, wouldn't it?
So I'm looking forward to that. I've no idea what I'm actually going to do with it apart from build it.
Yeah, it's one of those. I'm ordering some more balsa, so that I've got enough to make me frame and all of that lot for it. So it's going to go on a dio. Rude, not doing it's Thunderbird too, isn't it?
Did have the idea of drilling out the windows and putting a bit of plastic behind, clear plastic behind
Yeah.
it, give it that glass look and create some kind of 1960s view of what it might have been like in the year 20 whatever.
Yeah.
Flashing lights.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them, mate, you know. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to have the Huey done by then. I mean, mine nearly got a lick of paint last week, Dave. I was shocked.
Mine's still sat there looking as elegant as ever, and she's not moving.
Yeah. What's that? Model Making Mayhem saying Thunderbird 2. What about a Thundermog? Yeah, we got the Unimogs as well, haven't we, mate? Mm-hmm. Mind you, what scale's the Thunderbird 2? Wouldn't be in scale, would it? The Unimog's what, 24th, isn't it?
Unimog's 24th. I can't remember what the Thunderbird is, but it's if the Thunderbird was 24th scale, it'd be huge.
Oh, yeah, could you imagine that? HK doing a Thunderbird 2 in 24th scale.
Can you imagine HK doing a 24th scale flying triangle?
Oh, mate, I must admit, though, Dave, I would be tempted.
That would be...
But, I mean, I wouldn't fit a flying triangle in the man cave, I don't think.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to... You wouldn't be able to airbrush something that size. You'd have to do it with tins, wouldn't you?
Oh, what's that? I mean, the wingspan on that would be what? About 6.5 foot?
Something like that from tip to tip at the back.
It would, wouldn't it? Because it's a bigger wingspan than the Lank, isn't it?
It's huge. It is.
Yeah. That's one for the model officer, I suppose, isn't it? Is, you know, 24th scale flying triangle, the Vulcan bomber. Yeah, that would be a wingspan and a half, wouldn't it? Could you imagine the aftermarket? Dave. All that landing gear in it,
Just think how excited Vincent would get with all that photo etch.
Oh, mate, I'd be ringing him up going, here, Vince, you sat down, mate. What's that? You know where I'm going, don't you? Couldn't have a looky look to see if your mate Edward does one of these. It'd be like all these dreams would have come true, mate. Yeah, model making, yeah, flying triangle, fly-angle. Yeah, Vulcans, because they're a thing. Yes, Nim is saying that she's gluing tiny bits into the hull of a biplane. Oh, nice. What biplane's that you're doing? Ice Queen saying, sorry, missed the last couple of Sundays. No more progress on my Yamaha due to being back at work. That's not a problem. Not a problem. You can always watch back. Steve is in AM morning stroke afternoon. I just got to the YouTube. Daughter has got me hooked on Minecraft, and he's missed James's stream too. Hey, mate. Oh. I'm just going to nod as if I know what you mean by Minecraft. Yes, it's addictive, mate.
I don't know. I've never played it, but apparently it's a game. But I don't know what you do with it. It's a game. It's a game on consoles and computers.
Yeah, it's a good game, that, Dave, and it's very addictive, isn't it, mate? Very addictive. Well, shall we have a little perusal then?
Should we have a dive into the
I think so. I don't know about you. You've probably got itchy feet, haven't you?
Well, I've not seen nothing of what's been. I've seen it coming up on the mobile. Everybody's saying, "Oh, well, I've posted this and I've posted that," and I've not had a look. I have no idea what's been posted.
I'll do a quick refresh then, mate.
So
we'll have a looky look to see what people have been up to, mate. Why not? Oh, someone's just posted this. So I'll just do a quick refresh.
Right. Major model saying, have a good show. Just in work, having a quick break. Okay, mate. Well,
Yeah, see you later, mate. And yeah, enjoy Jason, buddy.
yes.
Right, let's go for a Sharesy Pops on there. Is that the right screen? No, that's screen for your book.
Aircraft that Nim's doing now, if I get this right, it's a 20-year-old Polycarpov U2 stroke PO2 with photo etch.
All right.
Yeah.
Ain't bad then. Right. See ho. Sarge is saying Frank's breakfast is looking sweet. All right. So I'll take it Frank's been putting his brekkie in.
Yeah.
Some bloke called Festa there posted up that part 9 of his Rossi bike's gone up on his channel. So let's just start going through the old posts. Couple of people there doing the old Sunday brunch, Dave.
Yeah. Copying us again. God, dear.
Yeah. Let's have a look, see what's going on there with the posts. Would help I was in the right bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on there. Right. Excuse the scrolling. Am I in the group? No, I'm not. Burke. That'll be why.
You just can't get
There you go.
Oh, hello.
Didn't think it looked right. Right, let's take the old hatsy pops off there because it's getting a bit hot. Right, Adam Barber's put one in. Post on behalf of my brother, Aidan Barber, who is a member but is having issues with his Facebook account.
Oh, no.
Currently painting a War Machine figure into an RAF scheme. Wow, look at that.
Oh.
Cool, that's mint, isn't it?
That's looking rather good, isn't it? I like that. He's a headless robot.
Yeah. Is that one you've printed or one you're building? Yeah. Or
is it shop brought or printed or?
I don't know. Tell you something though.
Oh, no, I like that. It's different, isn't it? It's got that.
That's going to look good in RAF lingo, isn't it?
So is it modern RAF or is it Second World War camouflage?
I don't know, mate. Let's just refresh that because that's could well be Facebook having a moment there.
No, that will. Yeah, that will.
I like that.
I do.
It was doing this earlier, Facebook. So.
Oh, is it having a strop? Is it?
Yeah. It keeps flitting out of the group into the page, out of the group into the page. So, apologies, folks. Budget Modeler has got a tutorial video on the channel there, which is about weathering powders. That's a live show that is going on at 7 o'clock this evening. So there's a linky pops for that one. So if any of you are out there that have got some weathering powders and ain't quite sure what to do with them, he's the man to go and see. And he's doing pastels as well, Dave.
Oh, might give that a view. Yeah.
Because I've got a big old thing with pastels in for the motorbike exhausts and that, you know. So,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I thought you would like this. I spotted this a bit earlier, mate, and I thought...
Is that the trumpeter one?
It's the dragon one, Dave.
Yeah, because it says dragon in the top right-hand corner, you burp.
Yeah, Ross is saying some of the new kits that he's got to replace ones that he's made in the stash since lockdown.
Ooh.
And I've seen one of these not long ago, and it...
Mate, that's...
It gets the eye going, Dave, doesn't it?
That's a big old...
big
old unit, isn't it?
That's what old Saddam had, wasn't it, in the Gulf
Yeah, something like that.
back in the day, the Iraqis, Scuds.
Oh, I've got the.
He's got a Bane blade, Dave. Is that a Wibble?
No.
Oh, USS New York.
Oh,
350th scale. God, that look mint.
that will. That look nice.
It's one of them, innit? You got to do a battleship, ain't you? You know, I keep looking at that spaceship Yamato.
Yes.
Oh, got yourself a new throne, Dave.
Oh, very nice.
Look at that, eh? Yeah, have yourself a bit of that, mate.
Good man. That will make everything seem so much easier now that you're sat in some decent comfort.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think you and I might have started something here, getting these posh chairs.
Yeah, I think Reese has not long got one, hasn't he? He's
Got himself a new one.
He's saying they're the first 2 parts of a pink group build I'm doing. Only another 8 figures to do. The heads have been replaced with penguin heads. Laugh out loud. How's the difference there? It's just to do with the breast cancer thing, Ross. If it is, mate, you know, let us know and we'll give the cause a shout out, mate. But it's a worthy cause, anyways. That's come up really well, Dave. Actually, isn't it?
That's a nice looking sub in the background as well. The figures are looking very, very good.
I'm loving that camo. Yeah. Dare I say it? It works in pink, doesn't it?
It does.
Isn't it?
He's got something there. It does look really good.
Could you imagine armour done in that? I don't know. It's just got that look about it. You think, actually,
yeah, you could do one of those. What about doing one of those mechanic robot things that Sarge likes?
Oh, the mechas.
Yes.
Yeah.
I reckon one of those would look good.
Yeah, 3D print one of them, mate. I don't know. That really works. That's effective, mate. I like that.
Yeah, no, he's done well on that. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, flimsy pops, mate. I like that. Latest 5D pictures completed the wolf one and have done for my wife as a wedding anniversary present, which is today, 17 years. Congratulations, mate. Happy anniversary to you both.
Happy anniversary. Oh. There be dragons, there be.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, mate. And again, it's something about wolves, isn't it? It's just got that air about them.
Yeah.
That must take ages to do these, you know. Could you imagine us two trying to do something like this? I mean, God, Ben,
can you imagine the language?
Oh, mate, I mean, I've got to handle like £5 of chipolata sausages, mate. You know, they're useless.
Oh, can you imagine you and me doing it? Your missus would be rubbing her hands together if she had a square box.
Mate, I'd have more of them balls stuck up my nose and in my ears than on the board there, mate. I'd be in a right old state. Especially if super glue's involved as well.
No, don't give you super glue.
Yeah, my missus would be going, it's a diamond art festa. How did they do that?
I like the wolf one, but I think I like that dragon one just that little bit more. It's just a bit more.
It's intriguing. I was watching Nat doing a Friday Gem show. Just watching how these get done, and I'm like, God, the state I'd get into. Honestly, my missus would be able to go on a world cruise, mate, with the swear box money. But I was having to giggle to myself. Oh, we got sustenance, Dave.
Oh.
Steve saying Minecraft apparently is very addictive. Jamie Bones in. Hello, Jamie. Hope you're all right.
Jamie. That's looking. I could do with one of those right now, actually.
Yeah, it's like can always rely on Frank to give us a nice bit of sustenance there.
Yes. Oh.
Adam's back there saying it's been a tricky one getting to the bench with all the issues. Excuse me. I did manage. Oh, mate, I've been up since 3 a.m. Again. It's like, yeah, insomnia. He said, I did manage to get the F-15D's landing gear finished, and I built the turkey feather engines. 42 parts for 2 engines is no small task. Very tricky. I can imagine you said dastardly and drat a few times, mate.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Apparently, it was well worth it when compared to the kit's original engines. Have a great live stream and take care. Cheers, geez. So I take it this is all aftermarket stuff then, is it, mate?
I would have thought so by the sound of it.
That's the old landing gear going on. Oh, yeah, you can tell with them engines, Dave. Yeah, they are detailed, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at them.
Yeah.
They said what? What did he say? 42 bits each?
Yeah, 42, 84 bits per.
Oh, yeah, there's a huge difference, isn't there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's worth it because they look so much better.
It's worth doing, but yeah, I could imagine the. I think I'd swear less on that than I would on the diamond diamond art. Could you imagine me trying to sew one of them rabbits together? I'd have it all stitched in me fingers and me thumbs, wouldn't I? Eh?
Oh, if it was me, it'd be inside out, back to front, and upside down.
Yeah, it would look nothing like a rabbit.
No.
John Cantrell's in saying, a little aside from my normal modelling, excuse me, my wife asked me for something to display her new bear. I thought a deck chair. It's made out of some scrap wood. You just had to buy the material. Scrap wood, Dave. I mean, look at that. That's mint.
Scrap wood. Really? Yeah.
Look at that. If that's your scrap wood pile, could you send me a large pile of your scrap wood?
Yeah, exactly. No, I like that's good, that.
That is, isn't it? I tell you something, honestly.
I'll tell you what, all that bear wants now is a marmalade sandwich, and it'd be well content.
So is that a deck bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get me coat.
I'm bearing up under the strain on this one.
Oh dear, oh dear. So instead of it being a Care Bear, it's a chair bear.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Frankie's in with the breakfast. Look at that, Dave. Oh, what? Ding dong.
You can always guarantee he will come up with something so different.
It's impressive, mate. And he's in Germany, just down the road from Sarge, I can imagine. So I think we'll do a road trip to Germany, shall we, Dave? Look at that.
Definitely.
He's got 40 images in there now, Dave. I was saying to Reese, wasn't it, the first time I saw that thing he put up, I thought, oh, he's eating tongue there. And then you was like, it's a peppercorn. Oh.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Part 9 of the Rossi bike. Lewis Williams has put up some photos there of, excuse me, the cockpit for his Zero 172nd Scout. I think he's doing the
he's doing that HK
as well, isn't he? On his, doing that on lives, isn't he?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, on a Monday.
Yeah, it's a big old lump of plastic.
It certainly is, mate. So yeah, it's coming along nice, isn't it?
He's done a nice job there. I like that.
And that's 72nd scale, if I remember rightly. Is that small, is it, Dave? I don't know. I'm getting confused. It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that scale I stopped doing.
It would be microscopically small.
Yeah, it's that scale that I stopped doing because I kept losing tank bits. That one. Yeah.
Yeah. The
The matchbox. Yeah. The
Yeah,
matchbox tanks we used to do.
The matchbox, I think their aircraft was 72nd scale, and I think their vehicles were 76. Why, I've no idea.
That's an odd scale.
Yeah, it's the same with Airfix. Airfix do 72nd scale aircraft, but the majority of their armor is 76.
That's strange, isn't it?
It's just a very odd.
Makes you wonder why they went for them scales anyway, doesn't it, really? You think it would just be a generic thing, wouldn't it?
You would have thought it would just be the same across the board.
Yeah. You know, it's like bikes. You know, motorcycles are 12th scale, cars are 24th. I suppose because of the size difference. But, yeah, it's annoying if you want to put a couple of bits together, like a car, a bike, and a...
Yeah, it gets a bit...
Yeah. Nim's there 3 years in the backlog. Finally going to do it.
Ooh.
Burnt out on Gunpla, waiting for paint for the ball. So she's got a 588 Natjaks coming up.
Ooh.
And that is a Polikarpov
U2 PO2.
And I'll tell you something, that has got a look about it, isn't it?
Now,
it reminds me of my ball tank because I'm doing the Soviet ball tank in with the white over the green. You know? So it reminds me a bit of that.
I like that with the box art with the winter camouflage. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Now, question to Nim: are you going to do the rigging as well?
Oh yeah, get yourself some easy line, Nim. If you are going to be doing the rigging, I think we'll all be going on holiday with a swear box from your place, won't we? Raging Modeller's put a post up, bless him. I didn't expect that. He got a lovely surprise, apparently, when he got home from his first day back at work. Thanks, Festa. This guy will give me constant fear that something's always near. Yes, you're singing it, aren't you? Yeah, I know, mate. The little touches you've added are so wonderful. Yeah, I sent him up resin printed. Jason originally wanted a miniature sized one, and I did him a big one as well, and some bases and some personal messages on it. Just added that personal touch for him because he's the only one who's going to have one of them. So
limited run of one.
Yeah, one of one, mate. On that one. But it's got his name on there and the raging bassist and stuff like that. But it's very personal to him. He's a huge Friday the 13th fan. And now I've got your address, Adam. See, there might be something else coming up to go or complement it. So keep an eye out, mate. Steve over at TSM, Totally Scale Models, has got an album up there of his builds, and I love this. This is his Enterprise he done. I'm not sure, Steve, is this the one you normally have behind you when you're doing your lives? That has got the all singing, all dancing lighting array. But yeah, does some nice work, mate. Oh, that looks familiar in the background. DC power supply. I've got one of them sat there.
That does look nice. Ooh.
Yeah, it is. It really does. Yeah, I know.
I think this is the reason why I got the little Tomcat.
Yeah, I honestly, a couple of times I've been in this album and had a little looky-loo, and apologies if I'm showing the same pictures again, folks, but
it is worth looking at.
It's worth looking at, you know, and he's in the chat there. Hey, Steve, you're too harsh on yourself. Yeah, Jamie, I'm fully aware of the Rossi figures you want, mate. It's trying to find a good source figure, mate, and as soon as I find one, I'll print them out for you, mate. But the ones I've come across so far haven't looked great, mate.
Oh,
there's a Millennium Falcon there. But yeah, by all means, message me to remind me. But I hadn't forgotten. I might end up 3D scanning my Rossi figure off my own bike. But yeah, Millennium Falcon going on there, Dave.
Nice. Very nice.
Does like his sci-fi, mate, and I love it. I've got this image that Steve sits there in full Captain Kirk Star Trek uniform, mate, and I reckon when he goes into his man cave, he does make that door noise.
Or is it just beam me up, Scotty?
You do, though, don't you? You know, or Mishy Spencer Bean, he says, "You want a cup of tea?" And he sits there and goes, "Make it so." Engage. walks up to his tea machine and goes, "Oh, great, hot." He's got the big old Mustang going on there, the Batmobile and the Bat bike.
Oh,
it's got a variety of builds, mate. Honestly, it's worthy, Dave, of having a little looky-loo in this album. And anyone watching, go onto the group and just have a look through this album, because there was a few little surprises in there that I had forgotten that he had built. So yeah, props to you, Steve, for digging out the archives, mate.
Oh heck, that's a.
Yeah, our Belgian friend's doing one of these. He's just done a nice, sexy Arduino lighting set up for it, and it does look mint, mate. That's his Shackleton.
I like that. That's nice.
It was a nice build, mate. I had a very keen eye on that when Steve was putting up his progress pictures.
Must admit, I've never built a Shackleton.
Well, this is it. A lot of people tend to go for the Avro Lancaster, don't they? And
yeah, well, yeah,
the Shackleton's there, isn't it? It's a bit like the Spitfire and Hurricane, isn't it? It's the forgotten one, and it's a shame because it's a beautiful craft.
No, I do. I like that.
Do HK do a really big Shackleton? That's a question, because I think that would sell, wouldn't you?
If they haven't, then they should have it in their
should have it on their radar, shouldn't they?
They should do. You should be doing some sort. Oh, I like that.
I like what he done here. I must admit, it really took me eye when I first saw that, because
that's very clever.
Yeah, I saw a Battle of Britain one done with a Spitfire, Hurricane, and a BF, and it was like a wall canvas that was an oil painting, and then you had the model kits themselves. You know, oh, mate, it was mint, and it was really eye-catching. And this is, I love it.
Yeah, I do. I think that is very clever, very clever, and very artistic.
Yeah, I just love the concept. This is the old Go Faster engines there, a bit of the old motorage going in.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, something about the Eagle, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
I had one as a kid.
I think I had an Airfix one.
Yeah, and dare I say it, I would consider one of these the Grail kit. You know that kit that you go. We was on about it the other day, wasn't it? Because we're going to be getting our most expensive kits for a buddy build soon, aren't we? Or next year, should I say?
Yeah, I think it's probably more likely to be. Well, for me, it's going to be next year.
It's definitely next year. I won't be able to do it this year now.
No. I've still got some stuff that I need to get done on the car.
But this is one of those kits that, like you say, a lot of people have got the perfect grade Falcon or the Titanic or the big Lancaster, whereas I'd go for one of these big Eagles myself.
Yeah, because Fox did the all singing, all dancing one, didn't he, for him?
Yeah, I'd quite happily go for one of them, mate. It's just out of the price point at the moment.
Yeah.
But
no, that's nice.
It's just got that appeal to it, isn't it? So if you want to grab yourselves a mug of tea, folks, and pop along and have a look at Steve's album, feel free. And I saw this one earlier, and I love this as well. Nim's darker red accent colours have gone on, and she's put a couple of more shades of red in for highlights. But that just looks mean and moody, doesn't it? It's brilliant, isn't it? I love it.
So forgive my ignorance. Is that the machine as it is, or is that going to go on to a body of some sort?
I don't know. I don't know whether it's a mecha type thing. I really don't know, mate.
No, but
I love it.
It's fascinating. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but what I'm looking at has been really well done, and I love the way she's done the red. I think
it's been flawlessly built, isn't it? I mean, that's I mean, while I've not got probably the full appreciation of what it is because I don't know the series or what
neither do I. I think
it's based on, but certainly the execution of the build, I think, is flawless.
The way it's been constructed and the way it's been painted and finished.
Put it this way: once I find out what it is and I get one, I know we're going to send it to.
No, I do. I like that, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to be rude or negative or
no. Excuse our ignorance. It's just a genre. The whole Gundams, mechas, and things like that thing is something we've only just recently started to discover, Dave, haven't we? We're dipping our toes into seeing other people's work, and
it's arrived, and I'm still trying to work out where we're going to go with it.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? I look at them and I'm like, I really want to explore the genre, but it's finding somewhere that's got a lot of it that I can look at, James, the model officer, saying the production line on the bench is in full flow. He's doing an air warfare group build for the officers' mess and a VJ build for the crash. He must be mad.
Busy.
Oh, yeah, he is a busy bee, isn't he? Do some wonderful group builds, though. I'll give them that. SBD3 Dauntless.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's what it says on the instructions.
Grumman F4 F Wildcat.
Ooh.
He did not build quick, doesn't he?
How does he do it?
Honestly, I'm sure this was still in the box yesterday, wasn't it? It's like...
Does he just get hold of the box and give it a little shufty and they'll just magically join where they need to join?
No, it's attention to detail, isn't it? I suppose when it's your genre or your niche, you become quite accustomed to how these manufacturers build these aircraft kits or armor kits, so you become quite quick at doing it. I notice it with Paul Bretland over at ISM. He's doing his armor builds at the moment, and the guy can throw a rifle tank together in a day. I'm like, wow, but then he's done that many of them. It's probably second nature to the bloke,
Is that a rifle with interior or without interior?
I would have to have a little looky-loo, mate. I think some of them are without, but I think he has got some with. I've got two up there that are with interior. I will get round to doing them. I just want to finesse my armor building skills to a level that I think the kit's justifying. I'm not there yet. So nice interior there, cockpit. So that's James's stuff.
It's just how does he do it so quickly?
Steve there's got some stuff going on. Major components of the next project have been delivered by the postie and got some primer on the E-type speeder.
Ooh.
So he's got himself a Bane blade.
All right, yeah.
Primaris Impulsor. Space Marines.
Okay. Yep.
See, I read that out like I know what it is. Did you know?
You sounded very impressive, mate. I have got to take my hat off to you, mate. You sounded pretty damn knowledgeable.
Cheers, Dave. I tried.
Yeah, you succeeded, mate.
Oh, mate. I'm feeling the love, mate.
Yeah.
And that's the E-Type Speedster that he started last week. And again, look at that, Dave. You would think that was a kit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but he's put that together from several odds and bobs and...
Absolutely. James is saying, yeah, officers' dust helps with the builds. That's how it works. Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two blokes there doing a Sunday brunch, same as ours, Dave.
Oh.
Mark Ewing has
Oh.
put up the Italieri 124 Mercedes MP4 truck. Apparently, he really does hate this kit. The paint and clear coat work. What I've done is crap, bless him. Oh, mate, you're too hard on yourself. Windows do fit after you make it by sanding them to shape. Still have a few more things to add, but really just want this done to move on to some armour. Yeah. Italieri trucks, mate. I've built a few of them, and how can we say the fitment on the left side of the truck compared to the right is totally different. It makes you wonder whether they use different size moulds for each half, because one half of it will go together beautifully, the windows and everything. You think, oh, that was all right. And you go to put the other half on it, and it's like, well, that don't fit. It's almost like one side's moulded in metric and the other's moulded in imperial. But I had it when I did my Renault Magnum truck, and it was pretty much every window had to be sanded to fit in the frames.
Mind you,
he's done a sweet job.
He's done a very impressive job. If he's had some pain to get to that,
yeah.
And he's looking pretty sweet to me.
Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself, Mark, to be honest with you, mate. I mean, I've seen this kit, and it is a pup, mate. It really is. And yeah, he's done that, because considering the amount of curves in it and compound curves in it, yeah, I mean, yeah, you've done well there, fella.
No, that's nice. I like that a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mate, don't be too hard on yourself, Mark. I think you've done a wonderful job on that, fella.
I think you're being a bit harsh on yourself, mate. You've done a good job.
I mean, it's a shame with Italieri, you know, because I love their truck kits, and you've got their Stratos as well, and I've done one of their Stratoses, and I've got a truck rework that I'm going to be doing hopefully in the new year on a 40-foot rigid container trailer and Renault Magnum. And I'm going to do a complete decal wrap on that bad boy, Dave, so I'm going for it now.
Even the Italieri fire truck one that I'm doing, all right, yeah, it's a bit of a letdown, but if you're going to do your own thing on a landing, you know, do your own build and do your own conversion, so to speak, couldn't recommend a better kit for it, because it's just much to work with.
It's one of those we was on about the other week, wasn't it? If people are like me and Dave, and they like to get their saw out and they like to chop a kit to bits and scratch build stuff on it, then rather than wreck a really nicely moulded Revell Landy, you get yourself an Italieri one and get the saw out on that. Because if it goes Pete Tong, you can always do it as a wrecker, can't you? So
yeah, exactly.
You know, you're not wasting a really beautifully moulded kit. I don't think you saw these last week, Dave. This was Raging Modeler. Adam painted some figures and that he put up last week.
Again, isn't he?
Yeah, you was out the loop last week,
yeah.
You, so, but yeah, he had put his figures up.
That's nice. I like that.
And I've already said to him when he's done Jason, he's got to put it in an album.
Oh, definitely. Imagine what that's going to be like. That's what.
Oh yeah, I mean,
the size of those things.
It was funny. I was on about this last week, where I was saying about how our folks managed to paint their figures so small. You know, they're tiny figures, and yet the detail they put in them is phenomenal. And I don't know how they do it.
Well, I found I did some 35th scale figures, but I didn't really go a bunch on the facial expressions. I just did a very sort of basic flesh tones, and then put a dirty wash over it. That seemed to find its own places where it wanted to go.
Yeah.
And then when you held the figure up at arm's length, it actually did look really good, if I say so myself.
Yeah. Paul D. Tomazo's off says, see you next time. Catch you later, Paul.
Yep, see you later, Paul.
Nim was saying, all I did was paint it, but it's the 1 in 100th scale ball pod Vercar, easy build for the most part. Well, honestly, beautiful execution.
Yeah.
And Paul was saying, yeah, it's the ball from Gundam Universe. So quirky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Frankie Goes to Wallaby Woods put something up here. Oh, mate. Met Brochton, Giackers, Sakata Brochton, raw pork on bread. There you go, Dave.
Okay.
But sounded German for a minute there. Did you like that?
I'm not quite sure what you sounded like. Apart from being in somewhat pain, I've no idea.
Hey, mate, I had a go. I had a go.
Oh, yeah, better than I did. I was thinking meatball.
Nim is saying, does anyone have any good tips for photographing your kits? I have an idea of using Space Nebula poster as a background. I want to make it look like my kits are in space and not just in front of a picture. Steve has done some good pictures.
Yeah,
Frankie Goes to Wobbywood just above there. He's done some beautiful diorama photos. Any of the guys in chat have got any tips for Nim there that she can use to photograph it? But probably not having any reflected light would help, wouldn't it? So you've got to be careful of any light hitting the backdrop.
You'd want some lights with some soft filters on them, like some tissue paper or something like that, just to...
Yeah, a friend of mine used to have the frosted filters, you know, the like the adhesive frosted glass stuff you got for bathroom windows.
Yeah, because you want the light to be diffused, so it's slightly softer. It's not as harsh.
You can buy a spray can of window frosting, can't you? But I don't know whether if you sprayed that on a light bulb that it would be problematic. So, yeah. You can get frosted sheets of Perspex that you could use as a lens filter, I suppose, couldn't you?
I did make myself some very basic light diffusers with some cereal boxes with the side panels stuck together, and then cut a hole out in the middle, and then use some kitchen paper.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then you just put that in front of the light bulb, and that
diffuses the light. Yeah,
softens the harshness of the light, and cancels out some shadows and stuff. But it was all right, but it was a little bit basic.
Yeah. There's more of Mark's Mercedes truck there in the earlier stages of its build.
That's a big old unit, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, honestly, mate, the Italieri trucks, Dave. You had your eye on the Volvo, didn't you?
Yeah, I've still got my eye on the Volvo, but I think that's now been cancelled until next year.
Yeah, you've been buying big purchases, haven't you, recently? And
yeah, he's getting the last remnants of the bench refit finished now, and what I'm doing now is what I never thought about doing, but the way things have gone, it kind of fits.
You've also got the cam belt to do on your car, mate, as well. And you've got to think long term, mate. Your transport is important. Frankie Day, my man in America. You remember the guy with the big cigars?
Yeah.
Has been building up. Ahoy, Colin and crew, he says, finishing up this flying boat. Got her clothes on all at sea blue, working on the engines and props. Hopefully have her done by Saturday. Be safe, fellas. Thank you for the views and comments. Frankie Day Models.
Ooh.
And if you've not been over and had a look at Frankie Day's stuff, you need to. Can you just pad for a sec, Dave? I've just got Amazon at me door, mate. Me camera's just gone. 2 seconds.
Yeah, he does some really nice work, and this is looking absolutely fantastic. The only trouble is Colin's gone off, and I've got no control over over the photo. So I can't put it on, and I can't do anything. But it is gorgeous.
Right, I'm back now, mate. Apologies for that, but thanks, mate. It's just me. Video doorbell went off, and I didn't know whether anyone else was in, mate.
That's all right.
Yeah. What's he got next? Got close up there of the cockpit.
That is looking nice, isn't it?
And Frankie's the guy, Dave, that I've been on about that does all the paper modelling.
So is this a paper model or is it a plastic?
I don't know. It might be. I would need to speak to him to find out.
Because if that's paper, then that is.
Well, I've been confused before when he's done a model because I thought it was plastic and it turns out it was paper. You know, so yeah, he done a massive Fokker triplane, and a lot of the ships and that he does are all paper. So I don't know, mate. I don't know whether it is or not. It might well be a plastic kit, that one.
I was going to say that cigar looks like a ballistic missile.
Oh, mate, honestly, he's a character. He really is. I keep meaning to tie up with him again. He used to have us in stitches with some of his eccentricities he's got.
I was going to say I need to grow my hair out a little bit more to catch up with him.
Yeah, Spidey's gone and got himself a big old 1/6 Harley Davidson Fat Boy.
Ooh.
So he's doing that on YouTube as well, mate. Spidey Q8. So pop over to his YouTube, and if you haven't subbed, give him a sub. And he's going to be filming that.
I would imagine will look somewhat impressive.
Oh yeah, he's a right old biker, mate. He loves his bikes, and he's finally.
That's ever so slightly smaller than your Rossi bike, because that's one.
Yeah, 1/4 scale, the Rossi bike, and yeah, he's finally scored his 1/6 Harley, and honestly, he's happier than Hoggins Slop, mate.
Oh, I bet.
And I can imagine the cooing noises at Spidey Towers, mate.
Oh, I can imagine.
Skullfish there, his hindquarters has shipped. Has it arrived yet, Skullfish? Are you now sitting there making cooing noises because you've got your Motorhead bomber?
Oh.
Lewis there, that was his link for his upcoming live show. There's one on the 6th of July at 3 p.m, which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow.
So pop a reminder in there, and he's doing another session on Lancaster.
I'll be at work, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he's doing this as an OOB as well, Dave, which is good because a lot of people are doing them with a hell of a lot of aftermarket. But I think he's going for the straight build on that one. So
good man.
Yeah, good man. His other half there, she does a Friday night live stream now. So she was doing that. Friday just gone. Aristyrene, to my fellow Canadians abroad, saying Happy Canada Day.
Okay, Happy Canada Day. Related.
Luke's put one up there. His latest video is on his channel.
Oh, I'll have to watch it.
There's a few shout outs and a couple of announcements. Please have a watch and hit the subscribe button. Happy modelling. Will do, Luke. I'm hoping to play a bit of catch up over the next few days, mate. So I will be heading over there because I saw this photo that you put up the other day.
You've done it again. Bench pack up. I won't bother finishing off me up.
Yeah, I mean, come on, innit? Hey.
Done it again, hasn't he?
Yeah, isn't he? I've been waiting for this one just to see your reaction because
it's a challenger as well.
I had the notification when he put this up, and me being me, I thought I'd just have a quick sneak peek. Boom, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh yeah!" I was like Sergeant Bones the day he discovered Thingiverse, Dave.
Oh, that was classic. That was.
Oh, mate, Sarge's princess noises. I wish I had recorded it.
Oh yeah, you can put a tiara on his head and let him go, because the noises he was making.
That voice, Dave. Do you remember this one? Ooh, 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 Mecca.
Oh, I think I've just had the death stare from Germany.
Have you? I'm not looking, mate. I'm looking at Luke's tank.
So I've got a new flame retardant door in.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch the chat either, just in case he answers me back. Yeah, I mean, come on, Luke. Honestly, Luke, every time you post something, just when I think you've excelled yourself, you come along and you shoot me down with another work of art, mate. And I'm never going to build these rye-fields at this rate. Look at that, Dave. I mean,
now he's done all this gorgeous work. Is he going to leave it at that, or is he going to put it on the dio? Because I think this is screaming for a dio just to finish it off. But if he doesn't, it looks gorgeous anyway.
It's competition work every build, isn't it? I don't know how he does it. It's the same with Carl, isn't it? And James.
Yeah. If you went to a model show and you went to the competition room and you saw that there, you just pack up and go home.
I'll tell you something. I could never be a judge, and I'll tell you for why. If you had Luke, Paul Bretland, James, and Cole put a build up, and you had to choose one out of the four, I couldn't do it.
I've done it. I've done judging on one section of a competition, and never again.
You know, because they're all so talented, and mate, I'm like, I want to eat me out. Honestly, it's stunning stuff.
I've unfortunately I've done judging once, and
yeah,
never ever dream of doing it again, because there was about four of us, and the arguments that we was having over three kits as to which position.
Really?
It got quite heated, and I was literally pointing out for the one that I wanted to be on top because of the work that he put in that you couldn't quite see.
Yeah, but I can imagine how difficult it is, because, like I say, I couldn't do it. I mean, I see their work, you know, and I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to choose.
I think we the four of us argued over these three kits for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and it did get quite heated and quite passionate about as to which ones we wanted in the order.
Really?
Yeah.
David Hunter's done it again, Dave.
I know, look at that. You know, it's not even finished and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Hi there, folks. I've done some work on the Tamiya 124th Skyline GTR, as there was some trash, not a lot, in the paintwork. I've colour sanded and polished it. Very pleased with the results. Mate, look at the shine on that. Honestly, I thought my head shone, mate, but innit? And this is, I'm right in thinking he uses, is it zero paint lacquers? And
I think it's zero
2K polishes and that, but my Christ, Dave,
they do. I know they do. I think it's a 3-part diamond finish.
Something like that. But it's worth it, though, isn't it? Let's be honest, you know. Ray's in, saying hello, everyone. Hello, Ray. Hope you're keeping well and staying safe out there, my friend.
Hello, Ray.
He's coming in from Malta.
Look at the deep, lustrous shine on that roof.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? But this is the difference, isn't it? This is why when people have a pop about the detail side of things and the shiny car fraternity and hyper detail, this is why I get the ump with it, because there's room for everything in this hobby. When you know, you see a high-end paint finish like these on a model kit, I'm like, happy days, mate. Good for you. I'd love,
If
yeah,
that's
I'd
the
do
level
that.
that they want to take it to, then let them get on with it, because
Good luck to them is my motto.
yeah, but all right, I know for a fact that all right, I like doing cars, and the finish I get is reasonable, but to for me to get a finish like that is virtually almost impossible.
I would like to have a go. You know what it's like. You see work.
I'd give it my best shot, but I
Yeah.
know for a fact that you could tell the difference between my build and
without a shadow of a doubt. But you sit there and you see it and you think, I get what they're doing and admire what they're doing. And it's like anything. You'd like to have a go yourself just to see whether you could do something reasonably competent, should I say, I look at that and I think, something, pot of zero paint and some bits and bobs and have a real go at it. But I'd want to do it justice, if you know what I mean. And at the moment, I don't think I could.
And the thing is, I've got that kit in the stash upstairs, and having seen what he's done, I'm not.
Well, I've got that Merc, haven't I? Model Officer Zofsky said, got to fly. We'll watch the rest of the show later. Some really amazing builds, and congrats to all. Yeah, happy days, James. Thanks for popping in, mate.
Yeah, thanks for popping in. See you later.
Love to the family. But yeah, I've got that Gull Wing Mercedes that Frankie sent me over that we want to do in the candy apple, and I'd love to put a 2K gloss on it and really buff the bejesus out of it, and yeah, it's one of them. I wouldn't mind looking at the detail up, the Hero Boys stuff, and see what's available for it, and have that perhaps as one of those growl out of the genre builds, so that's kind of why I haven't started building it yet, because I look at what David does, where he gets tubing, brake discs, photo etch discs and all of that sort of thing, and I think the Merc would probably justify me doing that, if I'm honest, and because it was a gift as well, I kind of want to go OTT on it.
Yeah, he is the sort of guy that will buy the brake discs in photo etch and literally build them out of photo etch.
He's done it before, mate.
Not just put a photo etch part onto the plastic parts. I mean, he literally all flat, and he bend and manipulate.
Oh yeah, he would. I think he's done it before. I think it might have been on the Hurricane he did, the Lamborghini. Where he had got the photo etch parts, but he still put his own bit of detail in that he had noticed through his photographs wasn't there that should be there, and that eye for detail I love. I really do, and I get the ump when people have a dig. He's had it before. He's had it in my group. He's posted pictures up, and someone, well, what's the point of that? And it's like, don't rivet count the guy. I admire what he's doing.
It's not the point of why he's doing it. It's the fact that he is doing it, and this is what, if you wanted to, this is the level that you could take your own hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I admire David's quirkiness because he is a detail freak. He won't remind me saying that. It's meant in a nice way, but he's that sort of bloke that if you did a concours build of a model kit, he would spot what you haven't put on there straight away.
Yeah.
But not in a nasty way. He would do it in a way that is helpful, and complimentary, should we say. And
constructive criticism.
Absolutely, and when I come to do the Merc, and go down that sort of attempt at detail, I'll be chucking him a message going, look, this is what I'm thinking. What would you advise? Because, I was going to ask the bloke who's done it, ain't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not?
Race, I think he's saying that he's self-isolating. He's self-isolating, are you, Ray? It's I'm on enforced quarantine, mate. So, yeah, it is tough, mate. Phil Bolton's in, saying hello to Model Making Mayhem. Hello, Phil.
Hello,
Good
Phil.
to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in, my friend. And we must figure out timings as well sometime, mate, so that we catch you at a reasonable time. But Dave's got a week off soon, mate, so we might do an insomnia on channel, Dave, eh?
I'll get me matchsticks out to keep my eyes open.
We'll try and do something where we're in for our American friends. I've had a few of you ask now, and there is something coming up. So, Raging Modeler's saying, "Hello, Deviants. New video is live." And, he's doing his June 2020 showcase. So I know some of these are slightly older posts, but Dave weren't in last week. This is Phil's. Coincidentally, Phil,
the Yamato.
Yeah, it's the spaceship spaceship Yamato.
Oh.
I love this, Dave. I love this kit.
That's the one that Vince did, isn't it?
Yeah, Vince lit it up and did a bit of sexiness on it. And again, it's one of them kits you look at and you're like, have you a bit of that? Isn't it?
I don't know why, but I like that.
It's the nuts, isn't it?
I actually quite fancy having a go at something like that.
It is. It's up there in the growl category, Dave, isn't it? You know, Vince was talking to me about this a little while back because he knows I've seen these and I keep spotting it, you know. And if he's moved his camera, I'm like, oh, left a bit, right a bit. Oh, I just need to have a look at your motor. And I love what he did with it. And it's one of them, innit? Look at it.
Yeah, I quite fancy it, but I'm not quite sure what I would do with it.
But Dave, it's a spaceship, your motor, isn't it?
It's a spaceship with boomsticks.
It's got big thrusty jet gubbins, and think of Dave, you could do LEDs in there, mate, couldn't you? Yes, Cole. Go on.
LED what?
Yeah, if you could see Dave's face. Yeah. That's perfect timing, that was, Phil. That really was, mate. You couldn't have timed that better.
No, I do. I do. Like that.
I don't think it's a particularly cheap kit. I don't think it's extortionate either. I think it's one of those seesaw kits around about the £100 mark.
Oh,
you know, but it is. It's one of them, innit? You're like.
So what scale is that? Is that 350th?
I have absolutely no idea, mate. To be honest with you, Phil's in the chat. What scale was it, Phil? But it is seriously sexy, mate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Osric saying, yeah, could do it in Dazzle camo. Oh, yeah. Digi camo. All kinds of camo, couldn't you? Bob Ray there's got a 24th scale Tamiya Colsonic Nissan. It's a 1/500 scale, Dave.
Ooh.
That's a fair old bird, isn't it?
That's a big old lump, isn't it?
That's a big lump of Yamato, that is, mate, isn't it?
Oh, blimey.
Hey, that is a rather large bit of oriental boomstickage, mate.
I've now got the desk space to do something like that. Now that I've done me refit.
Yeah, and you know, you did say you wanted to learn electricity, didn't you, mate?
No, I don't believe I did.
Yeah, I'm sure we all heard you say that.
I do believe you is trying to put words into my mouth.
Might be. Got a bit of roll cage going on there, Dave.
You are a terror, you are.
I know I am, mate.
Really?
Seat belts and everything on there, mate. Oh, look at it.
That's not I like that. Oh,
I like that.
I like the detail from the handbrake.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, handbrake, yeah.
I love all of that.
He's a bit like he's a little bit like David.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I love it. Sarge in the chat saying, come on, Dave, admit it.
What?
That you wanted to do Arduino electricity on that Yamato.
No.
So Sarge would even get one and build it with us, mate.
Well, I think Sarge should just get one anyway.
Yeah. What have we got here? Finished this a couple of weeks back. It's a Trumpeter Challenger 2 kit, painted in 2003, Operation Relic Desert pattern. This was an inherited kit, and some parts were missing, and so were the instructions.
Oh, wow.
Really? You're mad. No. Instructions were missing on this, Dave.
Yeah.
I can imagine what I would have built without instructions, and it wouldn't have looked anything as good as that.
Mind you, you just go on to Scalemates and you should be able to find them on there.
Yeah, that is mint, mate.
I like that.
Yeah. Look at it. Isn't it? Got a bit of diode going on and all. Dave.
Why is it everybody's doing Challenger tanks? Because I like the Challenger tank.
Yeah, I've got the Abrams up there with the snow plow, and
I've got the Trumpeter Challenger, but I can't remember. Excuse my ignorance, but I can't remember which one it is. But
I've got a Leopard up there and all to do. So yeah, I've got a fair old bit of armour going on up there, but the Abrams, I kind of, pardon me, I want to do it airborne with a bit of sandage and all of that lot going on around it in a bit of a deserty.
I do. I like that, especially as it's been one that's been inherited.
Yeah.
So I presume it was part started then, if the instructions wasn't in it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm I'm quite famous, aren't I, Dave, for scoring eBay bargains
You are.
with my used model kits, used and abused or used and started model kit searches, and I've scored some right old bargains off of there. And Dave's finally got out of me what my search criterias are, and he's seen what comes up, and it's opened your eyes, Dave, isn't it?
It has.
You know, and because I buy anything like that, and it just goes straight in the debt hole or the oven pride or whatever, and you start again with it. But
Well, I suppose if you do actually buy one that is completely rank, then you just bin what you need to, and keep the rest for the Greeblies box.
absolutely, mate, and it really does, you know, open your eyes, because like you say, it could be a donor kit, or you could make something out of it. It could be something that's been destroyed in a diorama in the background. But Frank's got another picture there. 11-hour shift, absolutely no time for model making and cooking, so a quick sarnie with tuna salad a la Nicoy's for supper. There you go. Say, Festa does lingo again, mate. I'm doing all right here.
Oh,
So let's have a look in some of the albums and see what we going on in there. Oh, mate, it's got loads of big boomability going on here, Dave. Look at this lot. Danny has put in he's added a tricorder to his Star Trek display.
that's
Got
nice.
some gubbins going on there, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is all his new shelving that he put up and all, isn't it? Budget modeler. Bit of engine detail going on there. Is that a Tornado?
Yes, looks like it.
Bit of the old cockpit interior. Bit of weathering going on there. Nice. Big boomers.
Bit of weaponage.
Absolutely, mate. It's all about bounce back ability and bombage, mate, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's always difficult weathering munitions, isn't it, as well? Because you don't know how far to go with it, do you?
I like what he's done there.
That is spectacular, isn't it?
That bit of undercarriage is looking rather nice.
Jeez, isn't it?
And that control panel's looking
Yeah.
nice.
That is seriously good stuff, mate.
Yeah, looking at that tail, yeah.
Yeah, and good, the weathering and that, it's just like, I'd love to be able to do it this good.
Is this the one that he's doing with Budget Modeler for their 32nd scale buddy build?
His budget modeler, mate. Yeah, clue was in the big name there, mate. See that?
And it's underneath the picture.
Oh, it's underneath the logo for you, mate. Yeah, you're excused, mate.
I don't know.
Only if you agree to buy the electricity, though.
No. I'll go and sit on the naughty step there.
Wibble. The thing is, knowing you, you would as well, mate. But again, that is just so subtly done, isn't it? I mean, look at that.
He has done a really nice job on that. I'll do that.
So this idea we had for our Eurofighter buddy build, are we packing them away again, are we? Clinton Eels there with his cars.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful blue, isn't it?
That's gorgeous.
Unbelievable, mate. Ding dong.
That's nice. I like that.
That is, isn't it?
He has done a proper job on that, hasn't he?
That's mint, isn't it? Thing is, I'd want to do brum brum noises round the bench, wouldn't you?
And tyres skidding on tarmac.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you? You'd do the full judder judder bit as it goes
Yeah.
round the corner, wouldn't it? Tokyo Drift style, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's our pink dudes there. I do like that pink, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that. It's very striking.
It works, doesn't it? Could you do a pink battleship Yamato?
Don't see why not.
Can't see why not. Got a bit more dinner going on there. Let's see whether we got anything further down that's new. Oh, Frankie and these cigars, they crack me up, they do.
Ballistic missile.
Yeah, that's stuff from last week. James was doing his Pikachu out of miniature Lego, Dave.
Yeah, I was going to say got some.
The old microscopic Lego.
Mm.
Fair play to him. I think that was Beaker in the background as well.
Beaker and Lego. Yeah, it kind of works, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think we might have seen some of these, but anyways. Might give Nim an idea for the backgrounds if you're still in Nim. This is what I was on about earlier with Steve with his background.
Yeah, I no idea how he's done that.
I'm thinking it might be a green screen that he's using.
Oh, yeah.
For it, but it does work. I mean, my green screen is just behind me where I'm sitting, and it's a green roller blind that pulls down.
Is he taking a photograph of the model and then taking a photograph of the background and then manipulated it within Photoshop?
Yeah, what's leaning me towards green screen is it's just a tiny bit of spill there where there's ripples, and it could be that it's a crease in the material, but I use a roller blind behind where I sit as a green screen when I do my channel updates. And you know, a green screen app or anything like that, Nim, might help you out. I think Steve's put a thing in the chat there, actually. Yeah, green screen app. Yeah, there you go. But it does work a treat, you know, and I've done it on my intro video where I did the montage of some builds. I just had a green screen behind them that I filmed against, and then I dropped in various backgrounds of my choosing behind the models, and it kind of got me out of a hole, really. Got a bit of sci-fi going on here. There's 20 photos in this bad boy. This is by Sprue and Glue, and it is the Revell 1/72 scale Colonial even Viper Mark II Battlestar Galactica, Dave.
Nice.
I don't think you've seen any of these, have you, mate?
No, I haven't.
But yeah, a bit of the old Battlestar Galactica. We was chatting about Blake 7 last week, trying to get hold of the ships from that, you know.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Steve saying, yeah, it was a green screen cloth, which he wrapped around the base and a pole stand. Oh, good for you, mate. But it does work a bit of the old green screen. It can come in really handy.
Mm.
But again, this is a nice little build. It's different, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. I like that. It's
Don't see a lot of Battlestar Galactica stuff. So for me, it's a nice little change.
no, I like that. It's looking nice. That.
And again, I look at these models, the Battlestar Galactica stuff, and I think, well, actually, in the real world, they would fit today.
Mm. Oh yeah. There's no reason why not.
And even the pilots with the gubbins they're wearing, you know, you think, well,
Mind you, it's a bit Master Chief looking.
very Halo, in it. But
Yes.
I mean, I could imagine that belting off the bow of the Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier towards the enemy, couldn't you? With the old RAF roundel on the back, or the Royal Navy, or whatever. I'd have a bit of that.
Actually, doing that and doing it in a RAF kind of conversion would look really good.
It would, wouldn't it? It's giving you an idea now, isn't it?
Yeah. There goes another kit.
But you get what I mean. You could see how it would look okay, wouldn't it? It wouldn't look.
It would actually kind of fit in if you do the different grey colours.
Well, yeah, it's like I was saying last week with the guy that did the Enterprise, the Romulan ships. He did one as the Japanese Zero, one as a Luftwaffe, and one as the RAF. And all three didn't look out of place, Dave.
No, that's nice. He's done a nice job on
Done
that.
a really nice job on that, isn't he?
Yeah.
And definitely would think that could fit in the real world, mate. So well done, fella.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we got here? I'm not sure. It might be Archie. Oh no, Sprue and Glue. Oh, he's doing his flat gun, Dave.
Oh,
Yeah. Dave does like a bit of gunnage, don't you, mate?
I do. I've been thinking about. There's a 48 scale 88 and tow truck.
All right.
Oh no, I have.
Oh, that's the one you showed me that time, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm toying with that. I might.
Got a look about it, innit?
Yeah, I might. I've got the 35th scale, which I think this is. I've got that one upstairs.
Yeah, it's 35th scale. This is German 88.
It is. I've built one in the past, and it is a nice little kit. I do like it.
A little piece of artillery, like I say, you know, you can do yourself a sweet bit of diorama with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've got a little British 8-pounder, you know, and you've got your guy loading the gun, you've got your officer, excuse me, pointing with the binoculars, you know, and the other fella there doing the ranging, so to speak, and like I say, a few sandbags and a bit of detritus, and you've got the beginnings of a dio, ain't you? So that's coming along nice, that is, mate. Looks a nice piece, doesn't it?
Yeah, they was all right when they was firing them up into the sky, but when they turned them onto the tanks in the Second World War, they found that it was a very good tank buster as well.
Really?
Mm.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
think hence one of the reasons why the later version of the Tiger had the 88 gun on it.
Ah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
I think that is nice.
Isn't it? It's just, yeah, it's, oh, mate, I love it. Tells a story already, doesn't it? And that's what I like about the gallery and the photo albums thing, is you get to see the kit at the start and you just get to see it on its journey.
Oh. No, he's done a nice job there.
Oh, yeah.
He's parked it all up and then everybody's gone off for a cup of coffee.
Yeah. You know, they've probably gone for a fag and, how can I say, a gentleman's break.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just telling its story now, isn't it?
No, it's nice. I like that.
I like that. Props to you, David, mate. Keep them coming, my friend. Keep them coming. Model making mayhem there.
No, what's he been up to?
Models and things. Yeah, he's updated it. Yeah. He was struggling a little while with Facebook and photos and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny. A few friends of mine have struggled with Facebook and posted.
Are they doing updates or something?
I don't know. Vince had it for a little while, didn't he? And someone else in here had issues uploading their photos.
I'm just wondering if they're doing some server upgrades around the world or something.
Makes you wonder, either that or they're messing with algorithms and that. But I think that's where a lot of my stuff is struggling with YouTube at the moment, because of the algorithms, because of all this copper stuff, wasn't it? For videos made for kids and things like that.
Yes.
You know, so. But he's got a fair old few photos in his album developing there, Dave.
It's coming along. It's coming along.
And it's Andy anyway, you know, he messes with me on a regular basis, bless him. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's coming along nicely.
And that's a fighting Falcon, Dave. F-16A.
Ooh.
Oh, decal's going to look nice as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Bit of a plug for e-models as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he won it on their live stream, mate.
Oh, okay.
I say their live stream. Yeah, the live stream I'm on as well. Yeah, I don't get out much.
We have no.
Yeah, he won it on there, mate.
Hey, free kit is a free kit.
Absolutely, mate. We got the Husky there.
Ooh.
I'm not sure whether we've got any more updates on that. Where did we get to with you last time, Dave, on the Husky?
It's all looking pretty like I've seen everything before, because he got it into primer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And I think we're now waiting for the
next installment. What have we got there? We've got James. There's 82 photos in there. And this is more of his Lego. Did you see the X-Wing, Dave? Is it an X-Wing?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big old lump, isn't it?
That is, isn't it?
Oh, I bet that took a while to go to get to put that together.
I can imagine there might have been a few
Dynamics.
A few drats and dagnamits, perhaps.
And oh gosh, I didn't want that to go there.
Sprue and Glue saying, yeah, just sorting the pics now, mate. Oh, bless you. Well, if you post them, let us know in the chat, mate, and I'll do a refresh, fella. We got time, mate.
That's not.
But honestly, I love this Lego stuff. I must admit, it's changed so much, isn't it?
Well, I think they've had to update so that they keep the interest going.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can imagine it's quite a difficult thing nowadays to keep it relevant, because tastes change, don't they?
Oh, Optimus Prime.
That's definitely a Transformer, isn't it, Optimus Prime?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the cars.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave?
I like the cars.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
I like the little Lego cars. I think they're good.
But yeah, you know, to keep something like Lego relevant after all these years, mate, like you say, they've had to adapt, haven't they? And
they have.
I mean, I can remember my Lego box when I was a kid. It was literally different shaped pieces. There was no...
It was different squares, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no pre-curved or round edges or anything of that nature. But
I think the only round things that I had were the wheels and the tyres, and you know, the white turntable things that you had.
Yeah.
Well, I called it a turntable. It was something so you could make articulated lorries with.
Yeah, so that's Sprue and Glue saying had to resend request. Okay, I'll have a look in a sec then, mate, and see what's going on, mate. Got a bit of tankage going on as well, Dave.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh yeah, he's in charge.
Yeah, he's got.
Isn't he?
Well,
He's
is he in charge, or is the one on the turret in charge?
Is there one pointing?
Well, I don't know.
If there's one pointing somewhere, we got someone reading a map.
Yeah. Well, he could be in charge because he's pointing at the map.
Could well be, Dave. Yeah, because there is pointage of a digit.
Yes.
That constitutes in charge. Then, yeah.
Yeah. That gives him the seniority to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I know. Isn't it? Aye. Have you a bit of that?
Is it Ferrari?
Sorry, mate. I was just reading what Spro and Glue's put in the chat there. Sorry, Ferrari. I don't think so, mate. I could be wrong.
Well, I think that one's a Ferrari, and the other one is a Evo, isn't it?
Could be, mate. Could be an Evo. I'm just going to go could be, mate.
Nice. Oh, that's now there's a difference in scale.
Nice, isn't it? Again, I like the colour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. Oh. Ooh.
Hey, brum brum noises.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like the detail in that. Oh dear,
Oh yeah, because he's gone to the effort of putting the leads in as well.
Yeah.
So many people don't.
Nah, props to him on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a large one as well.
That's a big old stang, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I see, I don't know whether other people have been getting it, but I've been getting it come up on my profile. But I think it's D'Agostini are doing the actual movie Eleanor Mustang now.
I know.
As a part work. And yeah, it does look rather sexy, Dave. What's he asked there? David Powell's asked to join the group. Thoroughly approved, mate. Not sure what's happened there, dude. Apologies for that, buddy. So you're in there, mates. You should be able to post away. So I'll just go back to the photos. I just saw more nosh there, Dave. Oh, mate. I just saw more nosh, mate. Got a bit of Gampy there. Let's have a looky, Lou, see if he's posted anything new up. So again, you know, I look at that. It's different, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And he's very inspirational and free-spirited. That's a good way of wording it. A free spirit. Very much like Muse is our vamp. And I like his style, mate. And he does a lot with the chameleon paints. That's the word I was looking for, mate. A bit like what I've gotten into. So again, you know, things like that. You know, he's got all the leads, all the different bits, and Sarge will approve that he's put the alternator brackets in and things because the world's full of floating alternators on car builds, and it's like.
Yeah, it's stuck on as an afterthought, whereas he's gone to the effort to
he's gone to the effort of just putting in that bit of detail, and yeah, props to him, mate. What have we got on there? I saw a load of grub. I saw food, Dave.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure I saw sustenance. I don't want to post anything. Go away, leave me alone. Thought I did. There you go. See. Never let me down. See, Steve does this to me. See, he waits until I'm in the gallery and then he'll post something up thinking that I'll then forget him. And then he'll tell me off that I've forgotten to show his picture, see, but I caught him this time.
Nah.
I thought I'd saw sustenance pictures going up.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, mate. Do you know, mate, I'm gonna ask you to do a road trip one day and come and cook me a meal. Oh, look at that. Oh,
cake as well. Oh.
Oh, he's even cut a slice, Dave, that's got our name on it.
That is just wrong. That's just teasing to the cruelty level. That is.
He's a toe rag, isn't he, for doing that? Absolute toe rag for doing that, you are, Steve.
Yeah.
Phil Bolton saying, yeah, goodness, I need to do an album this week. Yeah, mate, do an album, Phil, with your name on there, buddy. And you spam away and post as much as you like in there, buddy. That's what it's all about, isn't it, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I get more pleasure out of showing your work than I do my own. I wouldn't subject you to mine. Look at that.
Oh,
bloody hell, that looks absolutely gorgeous.
I've got hungry all of a sudden.
Isn't it, eh?
Oh. Radishes, lovely.
I'm so glad you said that. I was just about to say, cool, them strawberries look nice. Yeah, I don't get out much, Dave.
You're not wrong.
Oh dear, look at this. Oh no, it's wrong, isn't it, Dave?
Ice cream again. The best I can do is a Magnum.
What have we got? Have we got any more photos? Someone was putting photos in, are they? Who's that? Oh, I saw in the chat. Sprue and Glue. Did you say you was whacking more pictures in, was you, mate? Because I'll have a looky-loo, mate. And see what you've got in there. Just do a quick refresh, folks. If not, I'll come off the gallery for a minute and we can have a yatter and a catch up. Connor's got 6 in there. Someone's doing a Gargant scratch build of an Orc. Sometimes I get bored and have silly ideas for builds. Saw Mike Mountain building an Orky thing a few weeks ago. Thought, I don't know, I've looked like a Dalek and built a Dalek. Yep, I can remember this one. Is there any more pictures of it? Its latter stages. That's about that one, Dave. Can't remember whether you saw that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah,
the
guy
kind of Dalek.
the Dalek, and it's Steve Mundy. I love that sort of creativity.
Yeah, it's just the imagination that's gone into that.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a question mark there, so I think that's an imminent album we've got arriving, Dave.
Yeah, it's on the way.
It's on the way. So I'll keep refreshing so that every time he goes to post, it won't let him.
Oh, don't be cruel.
Right, I'll come out the gallery for a minute then, and I'll put me and thee on screen. And we'll come back in and have a look at that. If you can let us know when your album's done, Sprue, and then we'll pop back in and have a little looky-loo, mate. I'll just do a quick refresh.
Well, what's been going on in the chat? Oh, dear. Nothing fattening, only right. Oh,
Yeah.
Hello.
Ross Medlock was saying, yeah, it's neon pink from Rust-Oleum, that pink.
Oh.
Steve was on about his green screen, which was a green screen cloth, which he wrapped around the base and pole stand.
Oh.
Okay, needs approval, does it? Oh, mate, we got to change that, dude, didn't we? Let's go in and grab you a bit of pre-approval as well, mate, because there you go, pre-approval. There you go, mate. You won't have that annoying message now every time you post. I had to do that because unfortunately there were several people that were posting hateful stuff and nasty stuff up on the Facebook pages, and I had to go through a stage where I had to pre-approval posts. So please don't anyone take that personally against any of you guys. It's just something I had to do just because we got kids that watch and things. And yeah. Right, let's have a quick refresh and see what was put up there then. That went in an album, if I remember rightly. Let's go back in to albums. There you go. And this is the Husky, is it? With an H.
Oh,
A few more pictures of it gone in here, Dave.
oh.
It's coming together, isn't it?
Hey, it's looking really nice.
Is this is the same company that made that JCB you keep trying to get me to buy?
Yeah, I think you should buy that. I really do.
It's mate. It's on my wish list, mate. It is on there, mate.
I think you should do the hydraulic conversion as well, so it makes it all move.
Oh, you want me to put electricity in it, do you?
No, hydraulics.
Oh, going down that road, are we? I'll put the hydraulics in when you get your Arduino kit then.
No, that's going to happen.
I could replicate the effect with some linear actuators or some stepper motors, and yeah.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, got a look about it though, eh?
It is coming together quite nicely, isn't it?
And this is an Husky.
Yeah.
You know, it's just got that. I'm trying to think, Dave.
It's got a purposeful pose to it.
Do you remember back in the day when we used to see the news footage from South Africa in the days of apartheid?
Mm.
And they had their military vehicles, didn't they, that were that quite quirky shape. You know,
Yeah, I know
I
the one.
can't think of what the name of the vehicle was back then, but they had that kind of look about them, didn't they? And
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I know what you're on about, but I can't think what it is.
I've never seen anyone build one. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps there's reasons why they've not got models of them about. Because it was sort of, a period of time that no one should be really proud of,
Was it something like a buffalo or something?
I don't know, but it had that really quirky, strange.
It was an odd looking vehicle to begin with, anyway.
Yeah, it just had that thing. You know what's coming, folks?
Oh yeah, the rabbit.
Because I'm not going to do a gallery and not show my old sparring partner, am I? Come on.
You've got to have a bit of the rabbit. You can't.
You've got to have
without the rabbit.
Fox loves the octopus, so if Fox is.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that.
Get well soon, mate. I hope you recover well from your dental surgery, mate, because I'm looking forward to listening to you talk the battery flat on my hearing aid again, mate. So yeah.
Oh, what's he had done?
He's had some emergency dental work done. So yeah.
He could have come down here. I've got a pair of pliers.
Yeah, I did offer. But then don't forget, I inadvertently may have been caught by she who needs to be obeyed applying pliers to one of my wobbly teeth the other day. Suffice to say, that little handy set of hobby folding pliers that they've now been removed from the bench.
What? Then?
Because I had proper application, was giving it some and got caught. Yeah. The language was priceless, Dave.
What, from you or Mrs. W?
From Mrs. W, mate. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty stern, mate. Pretty stern. And
did you get the
look? I was very obedient, mate. Yeah.
Did you get the look as well?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a combined semi-speed dust stroke Sergeant Bones-esque glare.
Oh.
And I was going to get my little rock hammer out to chip the ice that was forming up the door frame. It was. So could I just close the door because of the draft? And I felt the laser beam burn the edge of the back of my ear on. So yeah. Anyway, on all seriousness, mate, get well soon, Fox. Hope you're feeling a bit better, mate, and that you don't look too much like a war hamster, mate. And Oh,
has he got the cheeks puffed out look where they've been in? And
I can only assume so. I saw the message he put up about not streaming today because he's had his dental surgery done and he's not been in. So I can only assume that he's sprawled out on the settee at Fox Towers going, Mum.
Why am I thinking root canal job? Because if
Oh, that don't bear thinking about. I broke a molar many years ago. I face planted myself on the side of my speedo on the handlebars, and I broke a molar.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it is root canal, get well soon, mate. Just don't talk.
Yeah, that's why I ended up going to full face helmets and not wearing bullet helmets anymore, because you pop one of them, mate, and it smarted a tad, Dave.
I can imagine.
And I can remember vividly going, darn it, that smarted a tad, O'Debeen. Did you notice?
Yeah, I can remember coming off a push bike and getting my arm stuck under my side as I skidded along the pavement.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I only had a t-shirt on.
Oh,
that's not what I said.
Yeah, I remember one of my mates, he wouldn't wear leathers on his motorbike, and we all kept saying to him, you may knock us all in the summer saying, we're daft wearing leathers, but one of these days we're going to be up here listening to you screaming with the road rash getting picked out of you. 4 months later,
I went over the handlebars on my racer that I had at the time, and I think I was doing about 15, and I slipped along the pavement quite happily with my arm trapped between pavement and body.
Yeah.
And skin was disappearing rapidly.
Well, yeah, it is. It's one of them things you think's never going to happen to you. I hit a patch of diesel many moons ago and ground the hump off the back of my levers, and I was gutted because the levers cost me a small fortune. But then, like my mate said, you've got a grand's worth of back tattoo there, mate. Didn't so much as get a mark on it. So what are you going to do?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and I kind of got his point, really. It was like, well, yeah, your skin, you only get one layer, don't you?
Yeah, it was wrist to elbow in length along my arm.
Oh, nasty.
And I can remember the nurse looking at me, and she said, once it's all scabbed over, start applying moisturising cream over the top.
Yeah, Quano says, it's time to get worried about a trip to the dentist is when he tells you to drop your strides, bend over. Yeah, it's my biggest fear. We all have a fear in life, don't we?
It's always
I cannot handle it, mate. There have been so many times when I've been sat in that waiting room and I hear that drill go and I'm like, gone. And I just don't, I can't, oh, mate, my missus has a nightmare getting me today because, you saw it not long ago when I broke that tooth. I'm here with the no-nails and the mastic filling the hole in at the bench, What are you doing, Cole? Mate, I'm not going to the dentist up there. I'll fill it up. I brick it, mate. I don't mind admitting it. I'm a girl when it comes to the dentist, mate.
No, no. It's just you sat there and you hear that high-pitched whistle of the drill, and I defy anyone not to have a moment or two.
I was chatting to Mike Mountain a while back about it, and I've got 3 loose teeth at the moment that are problematic, should we say. And I keep getting allegedly I keep getting the pliers out. In the hope that I can get them, and he got one of these, and props to him. I was mightily impressed, mate, an incisor, and he popped that bad boy clean out, and I'm like, mate, you couldn't come down and do mine, could you? But yeah, he said, I'm petrified of the dentist. I said, great, I found someone else that's like me.
I just won't go.
It frightens the living daylights out of me, and I know why, because when I was 17, I think it was a week before, or a week, so I might have been 18, actually, 18, sorry. It was a week before my driving test, and they took 4 wisdom teeth out. Yeah. I was right up until then going for checkups. I didn't like the filling and the drilling. You know, I normally say to them, just pull it, because I'm a girl when it comes to it. But and I know what's going to happen when I go down. They're going to take an X-ray and they're going to go, "What the hell have you gone and stuck in them teeth, mate?" And then my missus is going to give me that look and go, "Have you been doing home dentistry again?" And I'll be going, "No, love, me."
Yeah. But the X-rays say something different.
Yeah, I've got no nails and bathroom mastic in that one and that one. I'm not proud of it, but I'm just scared. It's that simple. I just don't like the dentist, mate.
To be honest with you, I don't think anybody likes a dentist.
No, I can lay there and be tattooed all day long, mate. Not so much as a peak comes out of old festa. Throw me in the dentist chair, mate, and my toes are wobbling, and I'm like, Mum.
Mum, take me home.
Yeah, a big boy did it and run away. Make him stop hurting me.
Take me home. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's had done, folks. Nim's saying my dad was riding my brother's dirt bike on some of the snowmobile trails out here. Hit a log, went over the handlebars, and the bike landed on him, cracked 3 ribs and his left clavicle. Yeah, I hit a patch of diesel and I spiraled down the road, but I done both my collarbones and my breastbone in that one and ground the hump down on my levers. But as I'm going along, where I've broken my collar, my arms started going into the levers. And I can remember that being a bit of a painful episode, you know, but and I did a broken pelvis. I got hit by a drunk driver many years ago, and
not good.
Yeah, that was unpleasant. That was because that was the halos around the legs and pins in the pelvis.
Oh, keep everything straight and so that.
Yeah, and it's funny, when I had all my lower spine fused, it was mentioned then, because they call me Wolverine at the MRI place, because
I'm not surprised.
You've got to let them know that you've got metal in you, because they have to adjust everything and whatever they do to the machine, they do. And it was commented then about the amount of metal, and it was motorbike. I went, yeah. So it was a drunk driver, that one. And what can you do, you know? I had a couple of spills where I was being an idiot as a youngster, and the worst one was the D&D, mate. Not great. What's Shane Young saying? I smashed my front tooth out and couldn't be bothered with the faff of a dentist, so I sharpened the nail and used it to rip out the nerve and stop. Oh, don't. Oh, no.
What was it? Model Making Mayhem dentist. I've had one root treatment, and I wish I hadn't gone and got 5 extracted molars. Ooh.
Yeah, right. An incisor each side that's loose. I've got the molar 1 and molar 2 behind it on this side that's loose, and I've broke both the single back ones I've got left on the bottom and filled them with various bits of no nails and things like that. So I'm in a bit of a 2 and 8 with my fear of the dentist, but I just can't bring myself to go, Dave. Myself, basically. I can't say what I want to say. Model Making Mayhem's going, Colin's missus glares at him, all of a sudden Michael Flatley movements and Hufflepuff. Honestly, I was doing all right. I had my missus with me, because she has to let them know what all the meds are I take, and obviously with my health situation. And because I have involuntaries and twitch a bit, they might want to restrain your arms and things, you know. So there's a lot to it. But I heard the drill go, and it was the sound of it drilling onto something hard. And you could, just through the gap in the door, I could see this guy's foot giving it that. And that was it. I'm gone, mate. Me and my sticks, I'm like, I'm doing about 3 miles an hour out the dentist, but I wouldn't look round. I'm gone, mate. I'm like, I am not going in. And I wouldn't go in. I wouldn't budge, mate. And she got the hump with me and had to reschedule the appointment, but I just wouldn't go in. I got me shot in a bit of a state, Dave. I do, honestly, I was all of a quid, mate.
No, I don't. No. Just me and the dentist. No, it just ain't never going to happen.
Absolutely, Shane's saying I'm one of those weird people who doesn't mind. I've had several teeth out which get cracked during kung fu events years ago. I can imagine, mate, but I'm all right after it's been done. But I just have this inane. I don't mind having teeth out, but I don't like the faff of going through root fillings, temporary fillings, and all of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, don't mess around with it. Just oik it out and be done with it. Because
a few broken on this side from a few rugby tackles, and they've been pulled.
well, yeah, I had a couple of the crowns years ago, Dave, and I got them to take the posts out in the end because they kept pinging off. You know, so I got the gaps each side where they were. You know, but I got fed up of it because you go, and I had super glued them on and all sorts. And in the end, I just asked them to take the posts out and let them heal over. So, oh mate, honestly, even now, well,
changing the subject. Steve is saying, got to make steak and mushroom baps.
Oh, you ain't steak. Can you bung some photos in later?
Because he's all chefified, so that's going to be
I'll tell you, mate, he's an absolute legend of a cook, mate.
That's going to be artistic.
Yeah, don't worry about your Gordon Ramsays and that. I think we should have a model making road trip up to the Beanie residence, mate. And yeah.
Ooh.
But honestly, I'm nervous now, Dave, thinking about it. Ross Medlock saying I had 24 injections in my upper jaw when all my top teeth were removed due to a jaw infection. And the fact I had my wisdom teeth work growing at an angle was crushing his other teeth. Don't. My old man, when he was alive, he had a bad motorcycle crash and damaged his upper jaw, broke it, but the break healed, but he got an infection in the bone. So all the bone around his teeth went a bit mangy. So, yeah, they whipped the lot out. And I always remember him doing that. John Cleese Ministry of Silly Walks as he come through the door and hit the deck. And it's like, I won't be going to the dentist anymore.
Yeah, and he's just finished off. He's going to do that with Philly cheese.
Oh, mate. Catch you later. You mind how you go, Steve? Phil Bolton giving it a big yum.
Oh, diced chicken in mushroom sauce on a bed of savoury rice in 2 hours. That's
yeah. I'll tell you what, Dave, we could round up then, couldn't we, with belly and bench, because we haven't done.
Yes, because we forgot to do that. What is or what has gone in your bellies, and what you got on the bench?
Yeah, we'd have a bit of the old do the opposite way round this week, folks. We can finish with belly and bench.
Yeah.
I've got some spicy chicken wings and some sausage rolls, the little cocktail sausage rolls that my lovely wife has left a post-it note on saying, make sure you eat these today, mate.
I've got the last serving of my slow-cooked meat and veg curry to finish off today.
Oh, good man.
And yeah.
Model making mayhem saying to Steve, oi, you are. That sounds yummy.
I like that from Phil. Welcome to Dave and Colin's medical horror story Sunday.
Oh, mate, yeah. I mean, I was just looking at Osric's edition there saying his wisdom teeth were growing sideways. The dentist was scared to touch them, so sent me to hospital. Mate, you could have grabbed the dentist where the sun don't shine and just gone, we ain't going to hurt each other, are we?
We have an understanding, don't we?
Because my one will be made that offer he can't refuse, mate. I'll be there with the old shillelagh looking mean and moody going, right, you're going to whip these out and you ain't going to mess around, are you?
Yeah. Nim is saying bench is the biplane and scrambled up to 3 eggs and wondering what to order for lunch.
Oh, what are your choices, Nim? I'm sure us two can help you out in no way or shape or form.
Plastic Monkey, he's got roast pork, and the bench is a Revell B17.
Oh, Sarge has got a bit of Mongolian beef with rice. Only research at the bench. Oh, what are you researching, Sarge? Is that the thing with the old pulse jets on, mate? Is it, what was it, a Fokker, is it?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I know what you're on about. Raging Modeler, bench, I'm actually going to finish my Necrons.
That is out for 3 years.
Belly, nothing, just got home from work. Oh, mate, you got to get the cat line and make yourself a brew.
Absolutely, mate. We'll put your feet up, Raging, mate, and just kick back and chill out, because we're only killing time till we got home, mate. Model Making Mayhem says, Belly, big old chicken sarnie, black coffee, and Monster. Bench, nothing, is looking to still tidy up the list, or the last, sorry, of the house, plus been back to work. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of you have been back to work this week, haven't you, for your first week? And
yeah,
because is it this week you're back in the office now, Dave, aren't you?
I think well, the message that I had last week looks like I'm going to be in 5 days a week now.
Oh, mate, I feel your pain. Mind you, you've only got 5 weeks, mate. You're on holiday.
Yeah, but it's kind of been on the cards for the last 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, the work's picking up, the tickets are coming in, and
yeah,
it's got to be done.
Andy and Raging Bassist are having a bit of a two tit for tat. One's going, "You're a deviant," and the other one takes one to no one. Nim saying, either Chinese, barbecue, or some sort of fast food.
Barbecue? No, not barbecue. Chinese. Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese has got a ring to it, Nim. Yeah, nice Chinese.
Yeah.
Nice Chinese, and if you drink, a glass of wine. If you don't, a glass of your favourite beverage. And Sarge is saying, yep, it's the Junkers. Good man, mate.
Cynical Steve, Belly was bacon and potato cake on muffins. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That sounds interesting. Bench is doing inappropriate things to a Bane blade. Oh. Oh. Does that mean it could be the saw has come out?
It could be, or it could be LEDs. Osric, Belly is empty currently. Bench is a 30-second HE219 Nightfire.
Oh, that sounds big.
It does.
Ross, bench is a dragon 5D picture and pink penguins. Warhammer Primus Dreadnought. Belly not yet.
Lee Eagles has got tea and the Skylines. Happy days, Lee. Hope you're back at work and everything at McLaren is calming down nicely, mate.
Oh, Phil has made himself a pepperoni and cheese pizza. Oh. And bench is a Hobby Boss F4U Corsa.
Oh, nice. Quano man there. Belly, enough pies to give me a sexy Scottish accent like the dude from the Austin Power Group. Oh, yeah, wig. Yeah, I know that. And bench, some LEDs for the Falcon. Yeah, that's a scary image.
Agreeing with us, has to be Chinese for Nim.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah. What does everyone else in the chat think Nim should have? Do you think it's Chinese?
It's got to be Chinese.
Yeah. Joseph Kelly is Gala Apple and black coffee, and a 1901 Dion Bouton.
Quano man is saying pies. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So we know who ate all the pies.
Yeah.
And Nim says she's going to throw up some nice pictures in the gallery for us. Good. Ooh. Oh, cynical Steve. The saw is out.
Good man.
Welcome to the fold, young Padawan. The force of the saw is strong in you.
Yes. Don't be frightened.
You can do this. I have faith.
Yeah,
I have faith in you.
I've completely lost myself now.
Quano Man saying, do we need to take a black light to your Bane blade? So model making mayhem is saying Chinese for Nim.
Yep. Yep.
Lee saying yeah, it's all good in the hood.
He's saying definitely Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah. What choices has she got for her Chinese?
Chinese noodles.
Yeah, some nice noodles. Bit stir fry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sprue and Glue saying bench is the Panda Husky FX Saturn 5 chop shop work in progress secret scratch build. It's not so secret now, is it?
It's not that secret now.
Raging Modeler with his hashtag there. Speaking of Bane Blades, yeah, Bane Blade for Nat 2020 still a thing. You got my message on that, mate. To Raging. Cynical Steve is saying, I have used the saw many times, lads. You've seen my stuff. Absolutely, mate.
But even
still, go on, mate.
Saw out. Even still, he got the saw out.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I kind of like the look on people's faces when you get the saw out. When you know, they look at you and they're like, you're getting the saw out on one of them. Could you imagine it? Getting the saw out on a wingnut wings. Cool, that would mess with a few people.
Yeah, I can hear them. Everybody crying. He's got the saw out.
Or you're doing a perfect grade Falcon and you just get the saw out and you go.
I am now going to cut this bit off.
No.
Even better to do that in front of Fox because he would be crying.
I think with Fox, it would probably be his most prized Warhammer, and you've got it on the bench, and you know, and it's one that he covets, and you've got it, and you get it on the bench, and you say, "Right, I'm up. I'm just going to get the saw out." I could just imagine the whimper. I can imagine the whimper coming from his end of the hangout. I could just imagine it. Well, Dave, it's that time, mate.
Oh, blimey, yeah, we that was quick.
I know.
What happened? We was only starting a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, bless you, Raging saying, yeah, I'm contemplating putting a light under the Jason print so that it shines up. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I've seen a few more of that era. I've seen a rather sexy Freddy Krueger that might look nice alongside it with the neon blood on the glove and things, you know, if you're into the Jason and Freddy thing. And I've also got some busts as well that I might be able to have a play with. So let me know, mate. And like I say, you know, I'll happily look after you, fella. Mark saying that would break Fox. Yeah, I can imagine it would be the only time I'd get him to swear at me live on air.
That could be quite interesting, actually.
Ted's done it. Ted's called me a name live on air, but that was on one of our modcast things. But yeah, I got swore out. But yeah, I can imagine if it was one of those real sort of ones that he's after, and I just sat there and got the saw out. I think.
Nim saying, please don't saw a PG Falcon. I won third place with one in a competition.
There you go. See, so I'm not going to upset Nim at all by cutting a perfect grade Falcon, Dave, because we wouldn't do that, would we? Moving on. Cynical Steve, I reckon there's enough bits in the Blame Blade kit to make at least 2 tanks with the addition of a little styrene here and there, and they are going to hover. Oh, that's a good shout. Ross Medlock says, I'm doing a Warhammer scratch build using the airframe of a H-hand K, H and K even 132 Lancaster. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I've got an idea of one to orcify that might garner a bit of interest. I'm just seeing what's happening on that front at the moment. So Raging Modeller's going, stop tempting me, laugh out loud. But yeah, I may have snaffled a couple of more SGL files, and yeah, so we'll see. Cynical C says, getting the saw out on 150 quid's worth of Games Workshop kits would make most people cringe, but that's what I do usually, just with bits, not full kits. Absolutely, mate.
Yeah, that's his thing. So
It's one of those things, mate. You know, if you want to get the saw out on the kit, at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your kit, and it's your place.
Yeah. Don't
Do what you like. It's all I do, mate. It's all you do, Dave, isn't it?
Yep.
Right. I think it's time for us to start wrapping up then, mate.
Yep.
Isn't it?
I think, it's been a very good show, hasn't it?
Yeah. I would like, again, you know, great to have you back, me old China. You know, missed you last week, me little cherub.
Oh.
He says in a manly kind of way, not in a broke back way.
Yeah.
But you're full screen, mate, if you want to say your goodbyes and do your thing.
I would like to say thank you to everybody for sharing their photos of everything that they've done. So thank you very much for that. That's brilliant work. And I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
And same from me. Thanks for sharing all your work. Keep them photos coming, because without you guys, there isn't a show. It's that simple. It's your show. It's not about me and Dave. It's about you guys and girls. So keep it all coming for us. Love to you all. Stay safe. Be safe. If you're going back to work, take care. You're using public transport, cover your face. Look forward to seeing you all next Sunday.
Yeah, and everybody stay safe.
Bye-bye for now.